morning, students. This is the third video of the chapter Colonialism and the City. And in this video, we are going to discuss the subtopic Life in the Time of Partition. So here in this particular video, we will discuss that what was the impact of partition on Delhi, or how the population increased and how the composite culture emerged in Delhi because of the partition. So we'll discuss one by one about the Delhi and impact of partition on Delhi. In last video we discussed how New Delhi was constructed and how old Delhi was expanded to lay down some new infrastructure. In this video, we'll discuss first of all that what was the life of new population when they entered because of partition in Delhi, and after that we'll discuss the condition of old city also. And finally we'll discuss some important plan that was devised in order to develop New Delhi. Now, due to partition, population of Delhi swelled. Almost 5 lakh population added to Delhi at that time. So because of partition from both the sides, people shifted towards Pakistan also and towards India also. So ultimately burden was there on Delhi. And Delhi witnessed loot, violence and many atrocities at that time. And people, they started migrating from Pakistan towards India and particularly New Delhi. And when they entered this area, the problem started. No food, no shelter, no livelihood, no meaning of survival. So everything was almost lost, particularly for the Muslims who came here. So they started facing many problems. And when they entered here, the social structure of Delhi also changed, because the people who are living here, they migrated toward Pakistan, and the people who are living in Pakistan, they migrated towards New Delhi. So this is how social structure also changed because of the partition. Now people from Punjab, they came and they settled in Delhi. It is written that Delhi became a city of refugees, and particularly from Punjab. So most of the refugees came from Pakistan and Punjab, and they settled in New Delhi. So this created a new type of composite culture in New Delhi. New areas were also developed, particularly Lajpat Nagar and Tilak Nagar, and as it has been mentioned here. So Lajpat Nagar and Tilak Nagar like areas, they got developed in New Delhi. Apart from that, migrants, those who came here, they were skilled in different type of profession. Initially, those who are living in Delhi, they were having different kind of skill. They are having different kind of merit. They are working in a different style. But when they shifted towards Pakistan, and migrants from Punjab or Pakistan, they came here, they were having altogether different skill from the previous one. So it became very difficult for them to survive here. Most of the people who came, they were teachers, they were lawyers, they were traders, they were shopkeepers. But when they reached here, no job was there, no shelter was there. So they were forced, or they were compelled to adopt odd profession like vendor, like seller, generally like carpenter, blacksmith. So in order to survive, they adopted different type of population, different type of employment or occupation. So this was a very difficult task for Delhi at that time. And Delhi witnessed lot of problem in that particular period, because Delhi was the capital. So ultimately, if the burden was there on the entire country, that most of the burden was there on the capital. So Delhi witnessed alone this type of problem. First, overgrowing population. Second, shortage of food. Third, problem of refugees. Fourth, disease also because of the camps and unhygienic situation. Apart from that, the pressure was created on the basic amenities, water shortage. These all were the problems that erupted in Delhi after partition. And Delhi was not ready to accept it initially. But later on, it accepted it slowly, and over the time, the problem solved, and Delhi now was recognized as a city with composite culture. Now in Delhi, different type of person, different cultural background person were there. They were living. They settled there. So this is how life of the city completely changed after the partition. Now after that, we'll have to understand what was the problem that erupted in Old Delhi. Because Old Delhi was there and after that New Delhi was formed. So what was the problem? Initially, it was discussed that Mughals came with the canal system and drainage system. They developed great canal system in Old Delhi. But later on, when the Britishers came, the canals who became problematic, who became obsolete or outdated, they could not be rectified. Britishers left the problem as it was there. It remained the same. So that is how the problem created. And over the time, one more problem was there, overgrowing population. So on one side, basic amenities was shrinking, and on the other side, population was increasing. So this created a controversial situation in Old Delhi. And lot of burden was created on this city, on this old city. So in order to solve the problem, it was decided to go with municipalities, to go with some plan. Some plan was also devised, but ultimately the plan could not work. And the problem remained the same here. Here I'd like to mention that municipality of Delhi was given the task to solve this problem. But the problem could not be solved. First of all, census was done in order to know how much population is there, what is the total growth in population of Old Delhi and overall Delhi. And thereafter, some special type of plan was made in order to recognize the problem as well as to solve the problem. And the name of the plan was Lahore Gate Improvement Scheme, that was launched in order to solve the problem of the walled city or the Old Delhi. But finally, the plan could not become very successful because of the old drainage system and increasing population. Now, apart from that, we'll have to understand that what was the condition of the different Havelis. In your book, it is written that the decline for the Haveli, it was the decline period. Basically, Haveli was under the position of Amirs, noblemen, and basically Mughal noblemen, and they were using it for various purposes. Apart from residential purpose, it was also used for commercial purpose. And if you're going to visit any Haveli or bungalow, you'll find various things are included. Open spaces are there, open courtyard is there, public rooms are there, servant quarters are there. So many things are occupied under a big Haveli or under a big bungalow. But over the time, when the Mughal emperor lost his empire and many noblemen lost money, so the maintenance cost became very high. It was not possible for the noblemen or the Mughal nobility to maintain the bungalow. So that is why they started selling it off to the Britishers. And over the time also, Britishers also took control over those bungalows. And Britishers sold it for commercial purpose. It was finally partitioned and it was sold to different traders, to different shopkeepers. Basically, it was utilized for commercial purpose. So basically, Britishers did this. So what we saw that the cultural part was completely fragmented under the British rule. and the city that was very prosperous, that was very flourished city, it came into problem. Thank you so much.